We do have team coverage this morning. Our Alyssa Toomey is live at St. Louis University Hospital where the officer was taken before she died.
But right now we'll start with our Justin Andrews, who's live where this all happened in South St. Louis. And Justin, there are still a lot of questions we don't have answers to this morning.
Yeah, and officers are in mourning this morning after losing one of their own, a very young officer, 24 years old, a woman, shot and killed inside an on-duty officer's home here on Dover Place on the city's south side. Still a lot of gray areas with this one, but let me walk you through what the police chief told us on scene around 2:30 this morning. He says it happened just before 1 o'clock this morning when they got a call about 4 minutes before 1 of two officers taking a female officer to the hospital. They later learned two 29-year-old officers were on duty, and they were the ones taking that officer to the hospital. They were at one of their homes. The woman officer was off duty and came to the home. That's when Chief Hayden says she was, quote, accidentally shot in the chest. We still have a lot of questions, as I mentioned. Was the gun used? The department issued one. How many times was that female officer shot? Why were the on-duty officers at one of the homes? And why was the off-duty officer over there? We asked those questions directly to the police chief. Here's his response.
All that be a part of the investigation. So our Force Investigative Unit is handling the investigation. So all of those types of questions will be answered as part of the investigation.
Now, according to the chief, there were no calls for service at this home, so obviously that raises even more questions as to why these officers were there. We're going to continue pressing police to give us answers to get to the bottom of this investigation. We're live on the south side this morning. I'm Justin Andrews, News 4.
And Justin, while we have you out there at the scene, I know you've been talking to people that live in the area. Did they see or hear anything that might help paint a better picture of what exactly happened?
Well, yeah, Corey, that's a really good question. I stopped about 5 people here in the neighborhood, and they didn't see or hear anything. But I did get an interview with the man who says his dogs were a little rattled. He came outside and saw the scene. You're going to hear from him coming up in just 30 minutes. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Justin, thank you.